welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Welcome to Toronto.
I'm so happy to be here finally.
Yes.
I wanted to be here a long time ago.
I know, but it's so amazing that it's happening now. We're celebrating so many things. Let's start with, how did Jen even end up in my program?
Amanda is
The connector.
Yes, she's the
Good
connector.
deeds.
She was the matchmaker. But I saw she posted like a first month in, and I lost 15 pounds. And I was just at the point where I felt so off. Like I was just in this space that was so awful. November 2020. I felt terrible physically, like all the time. I had felt that way for, I would say, a number of years, but it had just been getting worse. I'm the kind of person who, I'm not the kind of person, I am the person who has always worked out. I've never carried extra weight, even through my pregnancies. Like I have always been in good shape.
Was great.
Yes, always. Never missed time at the gym. But by that November, I just felt like absolute garbage every minute of every day. And I'm not exaggerating. I woke up in the morning with that heaviness.
Yeah.
I think it was the time and the fact that Amanda, immediately responded and was like, I know where you are. You need to talk to Sue. And I said, I think, there's some stuff going on in my life. It's a holiday. I'm looking to start in January. You're like, actually, you're going to start Monday.
Yeah.
Remember you said, actually, you're going to start on
Because
Monday.
I remember you're like, it's like a few weeks till the holidays. Like, how am I going to do this? I'm like, we're going to get you into a better, after some probing questions, I knew enough to know that what I'm going to do for you in 20 to 30 days is going to be better than where you are right now.
Yes.
So, and I wanted you to go into the new year with that new energy and that new perspective that like, I've got a handle on this, because you have a handle on everything in your life.
Yes.
Like,
everything else. Well,
everything. Yeah.
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
I have a big life.
You're extremely successful. You're, you're on that climb of where women like me we look up to you, right? And I've always shared that with you. And you were always so forthcoming with advice and inspiration. And it's like, you came into my world, I was to help you, but you helped me so much.
Oh, that's so nice.
And so
what you said about going into the hall, like you could go into Christmas feeling a million times better. I just I could not see my way out of it.
Yeah.
Because I had been told so many times that it was just like, it's your age, it's your hormones, it's you're so stressed with your job. Like this is kind of where you are.
You're a hardworking CEO.
You look great.
Yeah, you look great.
Of course, I put my clothes on.
Of course, but the inside.
I felt awful.
Yeah.
I felt awful. And then I also felt like it was impacting my job. It was impacting my whole life. So I knew that I needed to do it. In my head, I said, okay, you know what? I'm going into a big year at work.
Yes.
We're, pandemic recovery, the work we do, there's a lot of work to do. So I work in the space of, working with youth who are struggling in some way and getting them the skills and the confidence and the experiences that they need to feel
And
good.
they've lost 2 years of their life.
2 years. So we have a ton of work to do, and I needed to be in a better frame of mind, in a better shape.
Mentally
I knew I needed to. So to me, it was like professional development. It was not only a health program, it was, I need this to continue being
a great
CEO. Kick ass at my job.
Yeah.
And that happened immediately. So the first sort of group call.
Yes.
This is leadership coaching. Like you use so many of what I think are just critical, genuine tenets of solid leadership. And I needed the reminder. As I was, losing the weight and doing the fitness stuff, I was also reconnecting to the leader that I am. Because it is connected, right? So women, and you have a lot of women like this, who have very successful careers, who are balancing families, who just have a ton on their plate and a ton of interest. For me to understand how all of those things were really connected, like not feeling good in one area, which was really every area, right?
Yeah.
It was my whole, my whole life felt like, kind of out of control. And I felt totally
I gotta gain control of this. So prior to the program, like I know, and this is something that a lot of women ask is like, how do you expect me to get rid of my wine and my drinking? And that was like, it wasn't a struggle for you. Like you knew you had to do it. You were perfectly fine with accepting that.
I would say it was a struggle.
Okay.
It's so important to talk about that, especially for
women.
women.
Yeah. Like when you're that hardworking, high achieving power, you use that as your antidepressant, as your social.
Right. I go all day until 10 p.m. and then I need a glass of wine to unwind really quickly because I only have
You
have a
want that
short
company.
I would say over pandemic, like many of us, drinking every night.
Because
How am I
whether
gonna do
you
30
think
days?
so or not, it is affecting your mood. It's affecting your
everything.
sleep. It's affecting how you parent. It's affecting how you get up.
And what I, really appreciated was your unapologetic. No,
Yeah.
there's not a drink a month, a drink
No.
a week. It's just you're
Let's
done.
get to your goal first and then
Yeah,
talk about
Absolutely. I knew I had to do it. I
Yeah.
knew I had to get rid of the alcohol. And I mean, the first 2 weeks,
Well, it's
I
like
did
it's a
struggle.
detox. Your body
like,
is craving it.
Mentally, I missed it. And I do. I mean, I will go back to having
For sure.
wine and cocktail, but it'll be completely different.
Where it's social, it's not alone anymore.
It's more thoughtful too, right?
Thoughtful,
it's not
yeah.
just mindlessly consuming.
When you're
which
by
is
yourself.
what I was probably doing with
Yeah.
food, and how I ended up at 30 pounds
30 pounds.
more than
When you started, was that your weight loss goal? Was it like, hey, I just want to lose 10?
Well,
or
I think I
15?
said to you, I was like, if I lost 15 pounds, I would be over the moon. You're like, okay, how about 25?
Yeah.
Let's go to 25. And I've lost 30. That was one of the first things that I loved about the way that you run this program, but also just how you lead, which is, we're not a place for small goals. That is how I've led my whole life.
Exactly.
Like, nothing
so why
about
are
what
you
I do is
stopping now?
mediocre.
Because I know what I attract, and I attract like me. I don't want to just settle, just being the average fitness instructor. I want to be really good at my job. I want to service. I want women to have better than average results.
And you care about that, and you care about the differences that you care about it long term. And it's hard to give everyone the full picture when I'm sharing.
Super
things that I'm
difficult.
doing. But it is way bigger than just a physical transformation.
Yes.
It's understanding what the barriers were that were getting in my way of feeling my best self. I really, truly never thought that I could lose 15 pounds. I just had tried everything. So I went into Christmas I was like 6 or 7 pounds down, which was
in like a few weeks.
Unbelievable to me. People say, how do you fit it in? The workouts, the food, the whatever. It's a mindset of like, I'm doing this.
It's just your
and I had said, look, 2022 or 2021 is bringing a lot of changes for me personally. I was, my marital status was changing.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like,
Yes.
I am gonna.
I
it
want to
sucks
do
that I'm
this
in this
part.
position.
Yes.
But I'm gonna kick the shit out of it.
And
I'm
do it
gonna
well.
do it really well.
Yeah.
Like I like doing things well. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this kind
It
of
doesn't
change
have
in my
to
step.
be
Exactly.
a crappy situation.
And I will
You don't
say,
want it.
at the end of this year, my former spouse has been the most supportive the whole time.
So proud.
Like, have a great day, and I'm
That's
proud of you, and
amazing.
you've worked so hard, right? So
What a beautiful energy to have now for your children to see that support. Like that's incredible to me
Yeah.
that they get now, they're getting the best version of their mother in this next phase of their life, which is extremely difficult for them, right?
Yes, it's extremely difficult. I feel terrible, but I know I've done it really well, and I'm just really proud. And I couldn't have done it without having gone through this program at the same time. Because even though we are so amicable, and he's a phenomenal dad, it's still really hard to go through. And I was able to do it in a way that was super positive. And again, because I was healthy, because I felt good about myself, and I had an outlet of something I could control.
Yes.
Which was working out every day.
And don't you feel like you've taken care of your temple? This is your body, and you've taken care of it to the best, and you feel and look amazing. How could you even go through life not appreciating everything and doing everything else at your best, even your past marriage?
That's right. I think why we connected is because we are doing something very similar, which is removing barriers to women. I do it every day. I remove all the barriers.
But we have our own.
Had my own.
Yeah.
And this,
I have my own, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was important, but I also think it's important for women to talk about it. I had some amazing examples. I mean, Amanda was one of them. There's other people in the program that I've looked up to, but like a willingness to say, like, I got off track.
Yes.
And I felt awful, and I didn't like all kinds of things about the way my life was going. And
it's being vulnerable. And
just honest. And I'm by no means at the end. Like this is to me
this is like
such the first step.
You even showed me the value of my leadership. I think that's my biggest issue. That's my blind spot, is that you don't see yourself growing and progressing the way other people do see, right? And it's so to take that person that's like, hey, you're doing a really great job, and you're the one who inspired me and my team you nominated me for the WXN Top 100, and then after that long application, and then I won.
I know, in the entrepreneurship category, which is the hardest category. I mean, it's the hardest category.
Thank you.
Think of where you are.
It's hard.
Top women entrepreneurs in this country.
Yeah, which is
women entrepreneurs are so critical for our economy, for the way that business happens in this country, for the employment. And this is the same for most women entrepreneurs. You're just growing your own business. You are advancing as you're pulling all these other women along with you, and women entrepreneurs, right? All the businesses that you promote, who are like some of the most incredible other women that I've met through this process.
And that's important to us. I think I realized, especially this year, how important it is to me. I can't do it alone.
You amplify it. I love it. You use your platform, and that just attracts all the right things. There's literally no magic pill. It is work. It is hard work. It's focus. It's
you have to be bought in.
It's so. I also love that about it. It's not like people say it like, oh, what, was it a product that you were taking or something? Like, no, it was actually just
and that's
eating
what we
super well, consistently, and working out.
And that's, I teach habits. At the end of the day, that's what I'm teaching, is for women to just implement habits where I know you have time, because we all go to bed and we all wake up. And so I know you can slip this in,
and you do it for long enough. And that's the other thing I loved, is you said to me right up, I don't want to do this with you unless you are committed to a maintenance program, right? You need to maintain after. I want to show you how, like, this is a whole lifestyle change. I can't even imagine some of the ways that I was living before. Like, I won't do that. There's just no need. And I love so many aspects of how I am day to day now that it's who I am. It's who I am. It's not who I am for 30 days or 90 days.
No.
It's totally who I am
And
now.
you always said that to me. You said, I'll never go back to the way things were, and nor do I want to. Yesterday was the WXN. Tonight is our celebratory party that you kindly offered to have me celebrate with you. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm just like,
we're going to be
so
surrounded
grateful.
by amazing, powerful women. I love.
It just feels so good and so different to be in the world today. It's not what we grew up in.
No, I agree. These are the women that are going to be there tonight, are people who are just every day kind of shifting the world in a way that makes things better for everybody.
I can't believe that this is where we're at in life, just in the bigger picture, that there is now a world that there's women being nominated for these amazing awards, and then there's women rallying around them.
And little girls who look up to them and say, like, wow.
Like, my friends are coming to a party to celebrate my business success, not my 50th. We're coming together to celebrate a different kind of celebration, which to me, it's like, my daughter is seeing this, your daughter is seeing this, and this is what they're gonna grow up with. So
and I'll tell you the other thing that makes me, and you should be so proud, but there's all kinds of girls who do not have moms like us, who are also looking, and they have moms that are doing all kinds of other tough work.
Absolutely.
But it's just important to set that
this is possible for women.
We need you. We need your voice. Think of what the world's going to be like when we have more women leaders in every single
I can't imagine
right?
what our daughters will grow up, what kind of world, and the opportunities that they will have.
And doing it in a way, for me, where I feel great physically, right?
Yes.
I've never been in.
Well, you always said that other women leaders need to feel this and see this and do this.
What I have loved is every time I post anything about what I'm doing, the number of women that write to me and say, please tell me how, and I'm struggling. And it's women that are literally killing it.
Yeah.
And have what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what was happening with me. Everything looked great.
Yeah.
But holy smokes.
I must say to half of the women that come in is, I look up to you. I want to be you. So let me help.
They feel that support from you, but they feel just the belief of someone saying, kind of doesn't matter what your story is, because you're gonna be successul. And that's part of why I love this program too, is that 25-year-old woman for a 65-year-old woman. It's the same.
I know I can
basic,
teach you. And
absolutely.
I know
there's
that
no
most
question.
of these women, I say this to my husband. He's like, what is it? He's still quite, he's like, what is it? What is it that works so well? I said, there has not been a woman that I have encountered that didn't want to learn this. He said, we all have it in us that we want to. It just hasn't been presented in a way where it's consumable and it's easy, it's digestible, and women can apply it in their everyday lives. And I said, I've never met a woman that didn't want this knowledge.
No, I like to look my best, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I love putting on my clothes and feeling good.
Yeah.
And all those things. It's also we're all needing to pay close attention to our health. Right?
Yep.
My back has been better. My all the things.
Exactly.
All
It
the other
can't be,
things that
and it
have
can't
nothing
be
to do with the way I
coincidence.
look.
This good care of your body and your mind and your spirit will reflect in how you look, how you feel, and how you present yourself. You do this, you're going to feel and probably look as good as you are.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a long video.
Oh yeah.
Kevin will be editing. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So glad
to
we're
you
here.
as well. Me
Thank
too.
you.
I can't wait for today.
Me too.